Hello everyone, back to tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at weather for weekend for today's video. So as always on a Saturday, we've got your weekend forecast. I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say about the first video release today was our 6 AM upload. We've also released the ECMWF 42 days / 6 weeks. So Canada matter does actually turn into a little bit of a shambles. So I shall let you watch that and see what you think. And I've got a 10 to 14 day with all of the regular features coming for you later on this afternoon as well. So check out that one if you'd like to see that. Please like, share, subscribe on behalf. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Thank you so much to the Weather Outlook and Weather for supplying the charts. Thank you so much to them, the charts and the data. Right, let's get on with it then. So we're going to start off with the radar picture from the Weather Outlook from 2. We've got showery rain pushing across the country at the moment. Not everywhere's getting wet weather. There is a big dry slot there through much of the Midlands and into parts of eastern England. But there's wet weather around, and this showery rain will carry on pushing eastwards through the afternoon. A lot of it is light and rather patchy in nature, but there are a few heavier bursts mixed in. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart, bringing in a weather system across the country that will be followed by more showery conditions. So it will take those outbreaks of rain through the country, again rather showery and patchy in nature. A lot of it will be light, a few heavier bursts mixed in. And eventually we'll find brighter skies coming back to Scotland, Northern Ireland, much of Northern England, Wales and southwestern England as well, though there will be some showers mixed in. Central eastern parts of England probably staying quite cloudy through much of the afternoon into the evening, with further light rain and drizzle in places. Temperatures today ranging from pretty cold 7 to 10 in the north and northeast to around 11 to 14 in the far south and southwest. So much milder in the southwest, quite chilly in the north and east. Overnight tonight, the weather system will come back into that southeastern corner actually, so find further outbreaks of heavy and persistent rain this time getting going in the extreme southeast corner. At the same time, this area of low pressure here will bring a band of quite heavy rain through Northern Ireland into west of Scotland, northwest England and Wales as the night wears on. In between, there'll be a lot of dry weather with clearing skies. We might get some dense mist and fog patches, although they will be rather patchy in nature, I think. There'll also be a mix of clear spells and low cloud. Very mild in the far southeast corner with the cloud and outbreaks of rain. Temperatures there holding up at around 10 to 13 degrees. But further north and west will be a cooler or colder night with temperature between around 2 and 7. Cold enough for touches of ground frost in some of the Scottish glens. Tomorrow, sunny will bring this area of low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So we'll start that very wet weather in the southeast corner. That should move away very gradually through the course of the day. Then we'll have the band of heavy rain in the west, and that will spread eastwards, turning showery in nature as it does so. And this time I think the heavy showers and maybe some longer spells of rain will be particularly focused on Northern Ireland, England and Wales, probably fewer showers for parts of Scotland. There comes some very wet weather mixed in, maybe with some rumbles of thunder as well. And temperatures tomorrow will be ranging from around 8 to 13 or 14 degrees. So a pretty mild day in the south, but a bit cooler further north. Next area of low pressure is coming in off the Atlantic on Monday, so after a dry start we'll find more wet and windy weather moving in from the west. This time the heaviest of rain will tend to be from Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England, I think, with parts of England and Wales tending to be a little bit drier, especially the further south and southeast you go. Winds becoming quite strong from the southwest, could be gusts going at around 40-50 mile an hour around those Irish Sea coast, but at least it will be very mild with temperatures ranging from around 10 to 15, that's 50 to 59 in Fahrenheit. Watch out for a band of potentially very heavy, maybe even torrential squally rain pushing across the country on Monday night and Tuesday morning, and that could be accompanied maybe by some gale force gusts as well. It's a very narrow band of really wet weather that pushes across the country Monday night into Tuesday. Lean to their sunshine and showers for Tuesday itself. So have lots of showers in the west. Some of them will be heavy, possibly a bit thundery. East there's having fewer showers. Some of those showers will blow through that time, but generally the east will have the best of the dry and bright weather on Tuesday. Temperatures perhaps a little bit cooler in the north on Tuesday, ranging from around 8 to 11 degrees, but further south, another mild day, very mild day really, temperatures 10 to 14 degrees once again. And then into Wednesday, that area of low pressure begins to move away as a ridge starts to push in from off the Atlantic. So there should be a lot of dry weather around on Wednesday. Still some showers scattered about, but this is moving towards drier weather on Wednesday with bright or sunny spells. Temperatures, again, really quite mild for the time of year, ranging from around 8 to 14 or 15 degrees. And then into Thursday, high pressure begins to take over the weather pattern from the northwest. So there will be a weather system in the high pressure begins to take over the weather pattern from the south, I should say, from south-southeast, although there will be a weather system in the northwest. So outbreaks of rain through western parts of Scotland, possibly into Northern Ireland, some heavy rain in places. But for the rest of the country, there's going to be a lot of dry weather around on Thursday with bright or sunny spells and variable amounts of cloud. Very mild on Thursday with both southwesterly winds. Temperatures range from around 10 to 16 degrees. 16 is 61 in Fahrenheit. And then the high pressure continues to strengthen as we go through into Friday, and winds are pulling into a southerly direction then. So the rain becomes light and patchy across western Scotland. The rest of the country will be dry with bright or sunny spells. Watch out for a few dense mist and fog patches early and late. They could linger well into the day. Where that happens, if any fog patches do linger, and temperatures will be quite cool at only around 10 or 11 degrees. But otherwise, we will see a very mild day potentially on Friday, maybe exceptionally mild, with temperatures ranging from around 12 to 17 degrees. That's remarkable for the 11th of November. It does depend on how much sunshine there is, though. And then into the weekend, well, Saturday we'll keep high pressure going, so lots of dry weather, and again, very mild, although we could have mist and fog patches becoming a little bit more widespread. And then by Sunday, the high pressure beginning to weaken with a band of rain moving into Scotland, and possibly more in way of fog patches just generally through the weekend might start to bring the temperature down just a touch, but technically it's still very mild into the weekend. Right, just to show the charts of weather outlook. So today going to be a lot of cloud and those showery outbreaks of rain around. Tomorrow there will be further showers, this time particularly focused on England and Wales. And then into Monday, more wet weather, especially so in the north and the west. Tuesday, we're looking at sunshine and showers, particularly for western regions. Still a bit showery as we go through into Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, the emphasis changes to drier weather, mostly fine, and becoming exceptionally mild, especially so in the south. So, in summary, we're looking at a rather showery start to the forecast period, with showers or longer spells of rain over the next few days. It will be mild generally, and then in the second half of next week, we find the weather changing to drier conditions with brighter sunny spells, chance of overnight fog patches, and temperatures could become exceptionally mild by Friday. And that's your weekend forecast. We'll do it all over again next Saturday. Of course, we're going to be back with your 10 to 14 day. That will include all our break features. That's coming up for you later on this afternoon. But for weekend forecast for this week, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.